Hi, welcome to Isla Nublar and the second episode of my park building series. If you watched the previous episode, thank you so much. If you enjoyed it and you're here for the second part, even more thanks. What we did in the first episode was get started with our guest area. We're not done yet, but we had to lay down the groundwork. We built our mountain range and we laid down our tour track as well as introduced the first dinosaurs to the park. We have our sauropods ready, our diplodocus. We have two Camarasaurus, one in front and one disappearing into the trees back there. And we also have a Brachiosaurus. There she is. Can barely see her, but we know she's beautiful. And we have a Ceratosaurus waiting to be released. If this was a regular playthrough, he would be dead right now because he's been in there for a long time. But we have unlimited lifespan turned on, so that's a literal lifesaver. What our goal here is on this island is to build a dinosaur preserve. So we're not going to have any fences separating the dinosaur species from one another. We just have these fences separating the dinosaurs from our vulnerable people. And we're just going to pretend that the hamburgers and cocktails that they buy fund our dinosaur sanctuary. And that'll keep both Cabot Finch and Claire real satisfied. So we're going to continue building. And I guess we're going to introduce our carnivores, which are going to live all the way in this corner, tucked away from the rest of the world. Gonna work more on this exhibit, make it look better, because right now it kind of sucks. And figure out what we're going to do with our guest area. So let's hope I can cram all of that into, I don't know, however long my voice is going to hold out. It's already feeling scratchy. It's probably sounding scratchy as well. I apologize. If you like this video, please tell me so by giving it a like and leaving a comment. But you don't know yet if you like the video, you're gonna have to keep watching. So we're just gonna get into it. And actually, let's release the Ceratosaurus to start with. I love this guy. Really missing the licensed music though. Pretty sure that's the exact same exit animation as the T-Rex. Because he also does the sniff and roar. Sniff and roar. Sounds like it should be the official Jurassic Park perfume. Sniff and roar. Let's track that guy so we can get him shipped over to where he's gonna live out his life. That's gonna be over here. Give him some food. We don't want to add any goats because there's a risk of a goat wandering all the way over here where we're going to be housing our herbivores later on. And we don't want any of the carnivores to be lured back there. So they just get slabs of meat in the scorching sun because that's healthy. There you go. You can see the bacteria growing. Let's put them there because I want to make this part a little bit more interesting. And what's more interesting than sand? I don't think anything is more interesting than sand. So let's do a little bit around the edges. Just a dusting of sand. I feel like we should add more trees. I always do that. I always click away when I want to just add more trees. Thank you for the update, dear. I'm not sure if this is natural for a Ceratosaurus, but we're just gonna pretend that it is. Let's do one another big beautiful tree. It's not gonna fit though, is it? Spinning it around? No, it's not gonna fit. Let's instead do a big rock. And just put down some trees like that. Yeah, I think that looks okay. Maybe another type of bush thrown in the mix right here. Yeah, that's nice. Here as well. Let's do the vivid as well. Yep, I like that. So that's our first carnivore coming in. Now you stay here, okay? You have everything you could possibly need right here. So stay. I do not want to see you anywhere near this place. Okay, so how can we make this more interesting? I think we should pull the dirt through the valley. Not that big. Let's do a little bit around the track, just blending it a little bit better. Sorry, I'm pretty sure you can hear my mouse right now. Just do the entire track while we're at it. Just lightly adding some dirt around it to make the edges a little less severe. Oh, we should get started on what our next species of dinosaur is going to be. I guess we should, let's get this all dirty first. All dirty. There you go. Dirty, dirty, dirty. Let's do small carnivores. So right now, update. We had the Ceratosaurus, and he has a maximum population limit of 25, so we can't go over that because at the end of the series I'm going to be turning on the dinosaur population and social requirements. And if we go over 25, someone's going to go mental. So we can't go over. And we have 5 dinosaurs in the park at the moment. We have Brachiosaurus, Tucumorosaurus, Diplodocus, and the Ceratosaurus. So we're already at 20%. And we have a lot more to add. I hope it's going to work out. It's going to require math, and that's going to be challenging for me. But I'm going to try. So we're not going to add any more sauropods. I'm satisfied with those 3 species. We can only add 1 type of small carnivore because unfortunately, even the small carnivores can take down our herbivores, no matter how sizable they are. So we need a small carnivore to get spooked by our Ceratosaurus, basically. That's all he's going to be doing in life, getting spooked by the Ceratosaurus. Let's check how high we can get the Velociraptor's population. Because standard, it's 20. If we can get it to 25, that might be interesting. Then we have 7 of 25. Because I actually like the raptors. Yeah, 25. Should we do it? Or should I do Dilophosaurus? This is stressful. I'm a poor decision maker. I don't like it. Yeah, I want the Velociraptor. Now which skins? I like Alpine and I like the arid one. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do an Alpine Velociraptor and a, what was I saying? Arid. I say words and I forget them 1 second later. As I should. So we have those guys on the way. And they need a separate feeder. We already have a second source of water. I think we want to do the second feeder here. Just nicely tucked away, so hopefully they won't get too stressed out by the Ceratosaurus. Where is he, by the way? Is he already? No, he's right there. Right where he should be. Stay, big boy. We're gonna first put down more crag. Crag? Here. It's just a craggy valley. Craggy valley. And then some regular ones like that. Here. You know, it's going to get more lush over here. Let's do coastal in the mix. Just randomly brushing it in like it's an abstract painting. Let's put a tree in here. Not those trees. I always do that. A big tree? Do I like that? Do I? Do I? I'm not sure. I don't think I do. And that's a first. That's a first that I don't like a big tree somewhere. I think that's better. And then let's do tree number 6. 5, excuse me. Yeah, I think that's better. Okay, we're gonna leave this. Actually, we have to put the grass back in here. Because obviously, the raptors belong in long grass. So let's... Probably don't have to really paint it though, because the bushes delete the dirt texture anyway. But whatever. And put down some bushes. Yeah, that'll be nice for our raptors to roam around in. Let's put a rock up here. What kind of rock? Let's do this one. Like that. Yeah, that's kind of nice. Maybe a palm tree. How close can we get it? Not very close. Okay, there. Whatever. It's fine. Maybe a little bit of sand underneath. That's an interesting look always. I think I like this. Not too much. Yeah, I like that. And then when they're hungry, they can come up here. Hopefully the Cerrado won't come up here. Is he still around here? Yep. I feel like a babysitter. Is he still around? They're done because we have our incubation speed 4.0 applied. Twice. Obstructed, oh right, by the truck itself, of course. Drive faster, dude! We have work to do. Or, actually it's a woman, it's always the same woman. Wait. Oh my god, I just realized! It's always the same woman driving in the, driving the trucks! They have clones driving the trucks! They cloned this driver 6 times specifically for this truck tour. That's what happened. In my headcanon, that's now officially what happened. They cloned a woman and made her a driver. What a beautiful story. Wow, that looks like a pimple on the face of the world. It's fine. I want water here. I cannot resist. I'm gonna regret this, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure the raptors are gonna come drink here. And then it's just a hop and a scoot over to our herbivores. Oh, speaking of raptors, I should probably fly them in before they starve to death. Ooh. There's one. You shall now live here. Where's the other one? I had it. Oh, there it is. Arid boy. There you go. Yeah, that looks okay. We're gonna add more trees here for our sauropods, obviously. Let's actually do that right now. Trees! Let's put a palm in here. Doesn't look the most natural, but I like it. I like it. It's not natural. It's, you know, it's still a Jurassic Park. None of it is natural. Kind of feel like I do want a big tree up here. Do I regret it? It looks a little weird, doesn't it? Can we fix this with some bushes? Is that gonna make it less weird? Or is that gonna make it just equally weird? Or we could just, you know, put our face in the tree. Then we can see the weirdness. I guess I don't hate it. It's fine. Other side. I'm really sorry about the accent, guys. I know it must be kind of frustrating at times. But if you can manage to stand the sound of my voice, I guess the accent is the least of your worries. Here's some shrubs around the rocks. Yeah, that's kind of nice. Plays a dinosaur game, and what does she spend most time doing? Laying down path and weeds. Makes sense. Makes perfect sense. Yep. That's everything that's wrong with the world. Okay. Have our velociraptors been dropped in yet? Yeah. Oh, they've gone straight for the food. I love these guys. I mean, they did them dirty with the skin options, but they are still awesome dinosaurs. I actually think the Velociraptor model for the movies, for the more recent movies, looks worse. The head looks too big for them. They look better proportioned in this game. Oh, that's gorgeous. Yeah, the proportions seem a little bit off to me in the Jurassic World films. They're also not as creepy in the Jurassic World films as they are in the original Jurassic Park movies. I guess that's by design because they kind of wanted to make Blue and oh, he's so curious and mean. They wanted to make Blue like an honest to god character so they could sell more toys, I guess. So I think they made them less creepy on purpose, but I don't like what they did with the design. Don't be mean, okay? Play nice. Okay, so I should keep track of how many dinosaurs are in this. I'm gonna grab my piece of paper. We went from 5 to 7, so we're at 7 out of 25. That's still our max. Let's hope we can keep it that high, because we want to fit a lot more dinosaurs in here. They look great. I might be tempted to add another Velociraptor and another Ceratosaurus, even though it's not necessary for their social needs once we switch that back on. One thing that does concern me is that I've played in Sandbox so much that I'm not quite sure if I remember what the habitat requirements are for these guys, like how many trees they want, how much grassland, you know, what the proportions of that should be. And the same goes with these sauropods. Like I can throw down a bunch of trees over here, but I'm not sure if the game calculates this big ass exhibit as a whole and then just says, okay, well, only 20% of it is trees. So even though the sauropods never leave the forest because their feeder is here, it's still only 20% of the exhibit that is forested, and that's not enough because they need more trees than there are in the world. Let's get started on more dinosaurs, and we can throw in some herbivores over here. And then once we have all the species we want, we can see if we have a little bit of wiggle room left to add more, maybe more sauropods, maybe another velociraptor, something like that. So let's get into our hatchery. And I'm going to grab my cheat sheets again. I have all of the species written down. I could actually just look it up on my laptop, which is right to the side of my monitor, but I'm old school. Or just old. But I'm going to go with old school because it's better for me. It's better for my ego. 21. That's gonna be a tight fit. Because we'd be at 8 of 21. And we want to add some cool guys. We can't add any more carnivores, so we're gonna just throw that piece of paper aside. Coretho, Edmonto, Gallimimus, Truthiamimus. Those guys already have large population limits. Hoangosaurus, that's good too. Oh, Stegosaurus. Stegosaurus has really awful limitations because they need a minimum of 5, technically, you know, without any genetic manipulation. Well, you know, any more genetic manipulation. But only 15 as a total population. That's just awful. So they want 1/3 of their exhibit to be their own species? That feels racist to me. Okay, no, we're just gonna do a trike. We want this. And we're gonna do coastal, because that's my favorite. I think it's one of the more interesting skins. Get that guy on the way. That would be 8 of 21. I'm gonna scratch out 25. It's now 21 maximum. That looks like a 4. How did I make my 1 look like a 4? 21 there. And it's going to be 8. We're at 8, not 7. What else do we want? Edmontosaurus, definitely. He is so chill and pretty. Basic, because it's my favorite. We don't have to mess with this because it already has a population limit of well over 21. 25, yeah, but unfortunately that's not going to matter right now. I want to add one of these guys, but they really suck in terms of population. So we want Edmontosaurus. We want... Let's just do one of each right now, and then see what we want to add later. So we're going to do a Gallimimus, which has a population max of 25 as well. So that's well above our current maximum. And only 1 social. So he's a cool guy. He's a lone wolf. Oh, this one's already full. And we're going to do Struthiomimus all the way down. I know the alphabet. Here you go. And yeah, Rainforest is the skin we want. We don't have to mess with this again. So we're just going to hatch that guy. And they are going to live a happy life over here. I want to leave this kind of like open space. I'm going to add a little bit more interest to the landscape over here. Do a little ridge. Sharpen it up a little bit. Here too, let's smooth this because that's weird. Use the big boy brush. Here too, just smoothing. What do we want to do here? I don't know yet. That ridge kind of looks awkward, but it'll look better when we add our foliage. Let's release the Triceratops. I saw a YouTube video with mod skins for the Triceratops and it looks so good. I'm so jealous because I don't know how to do that. But the coastal is okay, right? It has some interest. It has some intrigue, some mystery. See, she's a beaut. Let's get these guys out. You're blocking the way, miss. Thank you. Release the galley and release our Lord and Savior. I'm really missing the music, but you know, I can hear it in my head, so it's fine. There are a lot of things that I can hear in my head alone. We still have to work on our entry point, but I can do that later. I want to focus on the dinosaurs right now, before people accuse me of not caring about the dinosaurs. We're going to put the feeder by the water. Should probably do more than one because there's going to be a lot of herbivores. Let's do one up here as well. I want to leave this this patch of trees. That looks nice. I like this palm tree. This guy right here. I wish this was one of the individually placeable trees. I don't know why it isn't, because we have the model right here, and it would have been great because it's a different size from everything else. That would be so great. It looks so good. Oh, we need to shoot our herbivores. I'm sure they'd love that. Get him. Oh, he's sleeping. You know, the shame is that I'm gonna leave this entire area just barren, because I want that to keep our carnivores from wandering over. And I hope that works. It'll probably work. I mean, they're all the way over here. I don't see why they would go that far. And just, I don't want to take any risks. I don't want any deaths on my hand. Where are they? Oh, right. I only tranked them. I didn't transport them yet. So let's do that. A little bit of vivid over here. Just throwing them down. Doesn't matter. You know, nature doesn't abide by any rules. It's chaos. It's all chaos. There. Yeah, okay. It's really simple, but I think that'll work. I think we want to do a bit of rock up here. Just a bit coming through the grass. So I think this is where I'm gonna leave this episode. And then we're going to continue, or rather finish up our work in the next episode. So I'm guessing this will be a 3-part series. That makes sense. It's like our Dinosaur Preserve trilogy. Let's go with that. That you know, that makes it feel more purposeful than how I went into this. Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this video of me just randomly moving the brush tool along our terrain. If you did like the video, please let me know in the comments and give me a like. Also, if you have any suggestions for me about what you want to see in the future, in terms of what kind of content you want to see from me, or if you just have suggestions for me to improve the videos that I make, I would really love it. I'd love your feedback. And we're going to leave it at that. If you want to see more, please consider subscribing. And until next video, enjoy the game.